I write lots of my songs in my living room or in the studio. Usually I'll put them on a little voice memo and send them to my producer Dan, and he'll like give me notes or say, you know, which ones are his favorite. But other than that, I always play songs for my mom. I'm so excited to see my fans on tour. I'm going to so many places that I've never been before, so I can't wait to, you know, meet people that I didn't get a chance to hang out with last time. And I'm just so excited to play all the new songs. I wrote some songs that are really fun and upbeat that I feel like are going to be really fun to play live. It was a little bit hard. It was a little daunting going to the studio and trying to write Guts after, you know, the success of Sour, which was, you know, completely unexpected and wonderful, and I'm so grateful for everything that album did for me. But, you know, it was a lot of pressure, and I had a lot of voices in my head and a lot of, you know, things that I thought I should be for people, you know, expectations to live up to, so that was hard at the beginning, but I think I just had to kind of shift my mindset to kind of what we were talking about before. I just went into the studio and just tried to write songs that I would like to hear on the radio, and making that my sole purpose, not to beat anything else or, you know, make a song that does well at radio or anything like that. It was just, what do you want to hear? You know, that's when the real magic kind of happens. It's basically just about these sort of insatiable beauty standards that we have, and, you know, you can do this and it's never enough. And I don't know, I got the idea. I was at this at this birthday party with this girl who I thought was just the prettiest, most gorgeous, angelic person I've ever seen, and the birthday cake came out, and she was like, oh, I'm like, can't eat sugar, and just started talking about all of these things that she was so insecure about. And I was just like, God, like, if you, someone who I just see in the highest regard, can feel this way, like, you know, God, like, it can't, what are the rest of us supposed to do? And it just kind of got me thinking that, you know, this beast is just insatiable. It's just designed to make us insecure over and over and over. Oh wait, the saddest I've ever been, like, that's when the people like the music the most. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, do I have to be sad to write good music? I don't want to be sad all the time. And I kind of had this, you know, dilemma in my head for a while, and I kind of worked there, and I think that I realized that I write my best songs when I'm really growing as an individual, you know, and oftentimes you grow a lot when you're going through a heartbreak, or, you know, you're going through something maybe traumatic. That's when you kind of really have to look inward. But I don't think it's necessarily just due to pain. I think it's that growth and that, you know, spiritual, whatever you want to call it, you know, just looking inward. So that's the way I try to look at it, because I don't want to be sad my whole life. A lot of songs. I am a big, like, quantity-based songwriter. I just try to, like, get it out. And so I wrote a lot of songs, but I don't know. I guess sometimes I'll write a song and record it into my voice memos or whatever, and come back to it in a few days and see how I feel. Because sometimes when you're, like, writing a song and you're really in it and you're, like, feeling that emotion, you're like, this is the best song I've ever written ever, and then you come back and you're like, oh God. But yeah, and then, you know, producing it out helps and gives it some, you know, other stuff in there.
But also, don't you find, like, when you're sculpting an album, sometimes you just are missing, you know, I'm missing this kind of song right now to just place in there.
Yeah, or the other way. I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, I have two of the same song, you know,
right.
I kind of got.
And you have to ditch them so you can make a body.